The moment most people decide to prepare is already too late. Not because the disaster hit without warning, but because the window between "I should probably handle this" and "the shelves are empty" is much shorter than anyone expects. Today, we're covering 12 items, most under $20, that consistently disappear first in any disruption. Not the dramatic stuff, the quiet, everyday items that millions of people reach for at the exact same moment. If even one of these catches you off guard, this video will change how you think about preparation. Here's what most people misunderstand about supply shortages. They don't happen because production stops. Factories keep running, trucks keep moving. The system breaks because millions of households make the same decision at the same time, and the retail replenishment cycle simply cannot absorb that kind of synchronized pressure. The result is empty shelves within hours, not days. What follows are the 12 items that follow that exact pattern, every single time.
12. Fuel. Before anything else on this list, fuel is the first thing to visibly fail. Not because supply runs out, because the moment a storm gets named or a headline breaks, millions of people decide to fill up on the same afternoon. Local distribution infrastructure is built for steady, predictable demand. It cannot handle a sudden, synchronized spike. The result is gridlock. Stations running dry not from a shortage, but from a rush. It unfolds the same way every time. Day 1, lines are slightly longer. Day 2, people arrive with extra containers. Day 3, out-of-service signs appear. The fix takes zero effort. Keep your tank above the halfway mark, always. Not full, just never below half. That single habit removes you from the problem completely. While others sit in a 2-hour line on day 2, you're already home. 11. Headlamp. When the power fails, most people grab a flashlight. That's a mistake. Not because it doesn't work, but because it occupies a hand. Every task during an outage, finding supplies, treating a wound, preparing food, now gets done with one hand. Slower, more error-prone. A headlamp solves this completely. The light goes where your eyes go. Both hands stay free. A quality LED headlamp runs 8 to 20 hours on a single battery set and costs between $15 and $40. Keep at least 2. Know exactly where they are. Fresh batteries at all times. This is the item that makes everything else on this list actually usable after dark.
Number 10. Backup power source. A power outage doesn't feel serious in the first hour. You assume it'll resolve. By hour 3, your phone is at 28%. You've been conservative, a few messages, some news checks, but it's dropping. The router is dark. You're burning mobile data now, and every refresh costs battery you can't recover. By hour 8, that percentage stops feeling like a number. It starts feeling like a countdown. A portable power bank or power station addresses this directly. The goal isn't recreating your normal setup. It's keeping 3 functions intact: your phone charged, internet accessible where possible, and basic lighting running. Critical warning most people ignore. They buy the device, put it in a drawer, and 3 months later, it's at 11% when they actually need it. A power source you haven't maintained isn't preparation. In some ways, it's worse, because it removes the urgency to find a real solution. Charge it. Check it regularly. When you use it, phone first, internet second, lighting third. Number 9. Manual can opener. This one almost didn't make the list. It made the list because it's missing from households that genuinely believe they're prepared. Canned food is the most common thing people store, but every single can in that supply depends on one thing: the ability to open it. Electric can openers stop working the moment the power does. A manual can opener costs under $10, and yet it's consistently absent from otherwise well-stocked homes. A can you cannot open is functionally identical to not having the food at all. Own at least 2. One in the kitchen, one in your emergency kit.
8. Water filtration. Having water flowing from your tap is not the same as having safe water. Water infrastructure across much of the developed world is aging. Old pipes, aging treatment equipment, distribution systems designed decades ago. When those systems face stress, flooding, power failures at pumping stations, contamination, the water that continues flowing may no longer be safe. Here's what makes this genuinely serious. Compromised tap water usually looks completely normal. Clear, no smell, visually identical to what you drink every day.
You cannot assess safety by looking at a glass of water. Boil advisories are issued far more regularly than most people realize. If your stove is electric and the power is out, that requirement cannot be met. A portable water filter, gravity-fed, pump, or straw, requires no power, no fuel, no fire. A household unit typically costs between $20 and $80. This isn't wilderness gear. It's a verified backup for the one resource your household cannot function without. 7. Medicine and basic first aid. Most people think about medical preparedness in terms of worst-case scenarios. Major injuries, hospitalizations. That framing is exactly why most households are underprepared for what's actually likely. A fever at 11 p.m. when the pharmacy closed 2 hours ago. A child's ear infection on day 2 of an outage. A cut from routine activity that needs immediate cleaning. Under normal conditions, minor inconveniences. Under disrupted conditions, with stores crowded and shelves depleted, the same situations compound fast. Small problems resolved quickly stay small. The same problems handled late get larger. The list isn't complex. Pain relievers, fever reducers, antihistamine, antiseptic, sterile gauze, adhesive bandages, a thermometer, and a buffer supply of any prescription medications your household depends on. One documented pattern worth knowing: over-the-counter fever reducers and analgesics are among the first products to leave pharmacy shelves when any public health concern escalates. Prepare this category before there's any signal of disruption.
Number 6. Portable cooking method. Most people focus on what food they have stored. Very few think about whether they can actually turn it into a meal. The majority of modern kitchens run entirely on electricity. When the grid goes down, so does every appliance. You may have rice, pasta, canned beans, and soup in the pantry, but without heat, most of that food is either unsafe or simply not edible. The consistent report from people who've lived through extended outages isn't "we ran out of food." It's "we had food we couldn't prepare." The solution takes up one cabinet shelf and costs $20 to $60, a portable butane or propane camping stove, and a small supply of fuel canisters. 2 non-negotiable points. First, these sell out quickly when an outage is anticipated. If you don't own one before the storm is named, you may find empty shelves. Second, combustion stoves must only be used outdoors or in well-ventilated spaces. Carbon monoxide buildup from indoor use has caused deaths during outages. This is not a footnote. It is a serious and documented risk. Number 5, lighter or matches. The stove is set up, the fuel is attached, the food is ready, and there's nothing to light it with. This is one of the most common single-point failures in otherwise well-prepared households, because ignition sources feel so permanently available that nobody actively maintains them. A lighter quietly empties, matches sit in a drawer for 2 years and the strike tips degrade. The one working lighter in the kitchen gets borrowed and never replaced. Keep multiple ignition sources in fixed, deliberate locations. One near the stove, one in your emergency kit, one stored separately. Check them on a schedule, the same way you check a smoke detector battery. Waterproof matches are worth including. Standard matches fail in wet conditions.
4. Toilet paper. If you watched what happened in early 2020, this one needs no introduction. Toilet paper became the most documented example of a supply chain overwhelmed, not by production failure, but by a behavioral cascade. Manufacturing was running, trucks were moving. The problem was demand. Millions of households deciding to stock up in the same compressed window. Lacking toilet paper is not dangerous, but the absence of basic hygiene products across consecutive days disrupts household routine and creates avoidable strain on morale and stability. The moment most people think, "I should grab an extra pack," the window has already closed. At that point, you're not acting ahead of the crowd. You are the crowd. A few extra packages on a normal shopping trip before any signal of disruption, that's the entire strategy. 3. Salt and basic seasonings. This is the item most likely to get skipped. It's also the one most preparation guides never address honestly. Day 1 of an extended disruption, food feels adequate. Day 2, it tastes flat, but manageable. By day 3 or 4, something measurable shifts, not in physical health, but in the willingness to eat. Appetite weakens. Meals stop feeling like meals. Caloric intake quietly drops below what the situation demands. This reflects a documented pattern. Appetite regulation depends on sensory variety.
Flavor, aroma, the basic experience of food that tastes like something. Remove that consistently, and the appetite signal degrades. The downstream consequences for energy and cognition are real. Salt is the baseline. Without it, even simple staples like rice or pasta become difficult to eat consistently. Beyond flavor, salt has genuine preservation utility. It inhibits bacterial growth and extends the functional life of food when we're...
Number 2. Batteries, AA and AAA. Your headlamp doesn't work without them. Your flashlight doesn't work without them. Your battery-powered emergency radio, the most reliable source of official information when the grid is down, doesn't work without them. Batteries have a specific failure mode. They don't signal that they're running low. A device can appear completely functional right up until the moment it stops. You won't discover the batteries are dead until you reach for the device in the dark and nothing happens. Across documented disruption events, batteries are among the first items to sell out. Not because manufacturing stops, but because demand spikes from every direction simultaneously. Every household reaching for a flashlight, a radio, a backup device, a medical monitor, all at the same moment. Stock a supply now. Rotate it. Batteries lose charge over time. For emergency purposes specifically, keep a dedicated supply of fresh disposables that don't require grid access to charge. Number 1. Fuel, revisited. Fuel opened this list at number 12. It closes it at number 1. Here's why. Every item covered between those 2 points shares one hidden dependency: your ability to move. Without fuel, you cannot reach the pharmacy when medication runs out. You cannot get replacement batteries or a water filter. You cannot transport someone who needs help. You cannot leave a situation that becomes unsafe. Fuel isn't just one item in a disruption. It's the item that determines whether you can respond to every other item on this list. A half-empty tank on the wrong day doesn't just stop your car. It stops your options. All of them at once.
Every item on this list costs under $50. Most cost under $20. None require specialized knowledge or unusual effort. They are all available right now. Full stock, normal prices, no lines. What determines whether they matter is timing. The people who are covered when a disruption hits are not the ones who moved fastest after the signal appeared. They're the ones who were never in the same position as everyone else to begin with, because they acted before the moment the crowd moved. Preparation isn't an ideology. It's simply the recognition that the systems we depend on have real limits, and that the window for easy, low-cost preparation is always before the event, never during it. Which of these 12 do you already have? And which one surprised you most? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one.